I shed a tear for my dead homies. I know the love ain't real, I keep it still on me. Hard heavy, couple nights I've been real lonely. When I was on my grind, yeah, they switched on me. Can't flip the script. I shed a tear for my dead homies. I know the love ain't real, I keep it still on me. Hard heavy, couple nights I've been real lonely. When I was on my grind, yeah, they switched on me. Can't flip the script on me. Switched on me, no, don't flip the script on me. I was down on my dick, niggas ain't had shit for me. I was alone, I stayed to myself. I don't give a fuck, just ashamed of myself, yeah. 10 bands, yeah, I lost it. 20 bands, I can get it back, double crossing. I ain't got it in me, solid nigga, run with bosses. Hell, I've been on my mind, I've been flossing, cashing out with the costs. Fuck on the bad habit, I've been doing this shit. Niggas out here be talking like they knew this shit. I go super this shit, free baby boy, lock himself, ruthless shit. Been spending that money, I'm getting it back lately, abusing the shit. Not wasting no time, I'm chasing this money, yeah, that's my mood, I'm lit.
Yeah. You're now tuned into me. $1 million worth of game on Wallow 267 right here. It's Gilly the King, a.k.a. Gilly the Nut, and we got my man, special guest, Tony the Closer. He on here to give you some game about, listen, man, this wholesaling real estate game, and y'all ready to get some real game. I'm talking about some GAME. He ready to give it to you, but, man, let's get into this, man. Let's get into and that song was Pain by Bansom. You know what I mean? But let's get into this, man.
I felt this pain, too, a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's get into our first sponsor.
Let's get into our first sponsor. $1 million worth of game, first of all, is presented by Barstool Sports. But our first sponsor is Mack Weldon. See, one thing, they got these comfortable clothes, man. Believe in smart design, premium fabric, simple shopping, I mean. And it's just like Mack Weldon will be, how can I say? Because I tried it on and it was just beautiful, man. The clothing fit good. I like, the socks. Oh, they were just so.
Got a good feel to it.
Listen, the socks got a good feel to it. But me, I like to walk around raw, like with my feet, my dog's just out. You see what I'm saying? I like my feet to touch the ground, like, it's just more of a personal feel because I'm like to be one with the earth, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about everything they got, man. I'm talking about their underwear, their shirts, their hoodies. I'm talking about their sweatpants, everything, you know what I mean? Sweatpants. And sometimes I just
they send me a good package, too, slept in my drawers.
Yeah, because you like to sleep in their sweatpants with no drawers on. That's another story. But that is what it is. But Mack Weldon, one thing about it, they got top flight stuff, you know what I mean? They want you to be comfortable, man. And if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them. You know what I mean? And they will.
That's beautiful.
You keep them. But listen, at the end of the day, I mean, you put them on. Like, we don't want them back. Mark, no, we don't want them back, right? You can keep them and they'll refund you, no question asked. So you can wear them and they be like, oh, damn, I don't really like how they feel. All right, send your money back. They're gonna refund you, and that's what's so good about Mack Weldon. But the thing that's so good, right, is this, man. Mack Weldon really value is loyal customers, and this is what they created, right? Weldon Blue loyalty program. Listen, number one, you create an account, it's totally free. You create an account, it's totally free. Level one, place an order for any amount and never pay for shipping again. Level two, once you purchase $200 worth of product from Mack Weldon, not only will you continue to receive free shipping, but you will also start saving 20% on every order you make for the next year. Now, listen, also, damn, they hooking motherfuckers up. That's something deep. Think about that. You got to think about that. You ain't got to pay for shipping like that. Think about it. Shipping is a major thing. You ain't got to pay for shipping. Also grants you access to new products before they are released to anyone else, as well as free gifts added in future orders. But what you need to do, you get 20% off, man, first order, MackWeldon.com/game. MackWeldon.com/game and get 20% off, man. Let's get into this.
Let's get into $1 million worth of game today, right? We got a special guest, because everybody always in my DM. Gilly, you give out relationship advice. You give out the game to the women. You give out the game to the fellas. You give out the game to the youth. But Gilly, you don't really give out no game on investments. You don't really, and I'm not no investment guru. So, one thing I speak on is the shit that I know. I don't try to front and speak on things that I don't know about. And I done got so many DMs expressing that people want game on, I just came across this money. I want to invest. What can I invest in? So, I talked to my man, Tony the Closer, you know what I mean? AKA Tony Robinson, ex-Seattle Seahawk, came from, what university he came out of?
Winston-Salem State University.
Winston-Salem State University.
So you just like Gil, y'all be going to these universities and colleges that nobody fucking know about.
Well,
I'm not. Listen, hold up. Penn State. Don't
No,
I'm
state pen, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, y'all be fucking me up, like why? Listen, I already knew if I didn't mess my ACL up, I was going to pro because I was going to a big college.
First of all,
how the fuck he get to the Seahawks?
First of all, nigga, you was a masseuse in the penitentiary.
What they got
You
to
used
do
it
with that?
when niggas come back from the yard. You
what
was
that gotta
massaging
do with-
niggas, getting
what
them
that gotta
right.
do with me going to Penn State?
Nigga got a tough game in the yard today. He come back, you take the crinks out his neck and all that shit. You nut ass nigga.
It was
Shut
some
up.
hell of an athletes in jail. I wouldn't just say that. It was some hell of an athletes.
I heard you was working. I used to work the you get a little tightness in their calf. You was in there, working nigga calf.
I wasn't
up.
no rubber in jail. Don't try to say I was a rubber.
You
Don't
was
say
a
that
rubber,
shit.
nigga.
I wasn't no rubber in jail.
You was a jail rubber.
Don't try to say that I was no fucking
You was
rubber.
a JR. They used to call you Junior. Where Junior at in my back?
I know. Listen, I know I was going pro because y'all was dudes be going to these colleges, man, and he said Winston-Salem, like.
Winston-Salem.
WSSU, baby, Black College,
Absolutely.
HBCU all day.
my
Yeah,
fault.
Winston-Salem is
HBCU,
actually
man.
a great
HBCU, brother.
college. And actually, for you to make it to the NFL
Yeah, that's
from
major.
Winston-Salem, that's some major shit. So you're low-key hating. But listen, man, my man was
Shout out to all HBCUs.
he played for the Seahawks from 2007 to 2009. And then, unfortunately, something went down and he was forced to go to prison, lost everything, and then came home and, he never looked back. So he deals in real estate. So we just thought it would be real dope for him to come in and, tell his story. Tell us a little bit about, your journey, bro.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me out here. It's crazy because first and foremost, man, I'm right here from Philly.
Absolutely.
So being back at the crib and mad respect to what you guys built with this podcast, man.
Absolutely.
So just, before we get it going, man, salute.
Thank you.
Crazy story, right? Obviously the sports background coming from Philly, you know what it is, trying to get out of here. We look at sports as the vehicle that's going to be able to help us get out the hood.
Absolutely.
And my family, either drug background or working for somebody 9 to 5, and that just wasn't something that I wanted to have my life and legacy be. Was either the drug route or working at 9 to 5. And I was actually 13 years old, where my dad was in the military, moved me down south to North Carolina to keep me away from. I actually got caught on the corner with my cousin when I was younger. So my aunts was like, they told on me, and then ended up moving me down south with my dad. So just
I can't really say you can't really put snitching on your aunts.
your
Like
aunt.
they sniffed, they told on me. They
told on me.
did what they were supposed to do, Tony.
Like
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
went to jail, Gil told on me. That's
the hell out
different.
of here.
Ratted
When you
on
went
me.
to jail, you told on yourself because you were slow and the police ran you down
Ratted
and
on me.
kicked
But
your
that's
fucking
another
ankle
story.
from behind and you fell and
That's another
scraped your
story.
chin up. But that's a different story.
But yeah, man, obviously just sports was the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
My whole life I was working on, let me get out, let me use football as a way. Got lucky. Like, most people, we had an ambition to get there, but I actually had the opportunity to go suit up, play in the NFL, and ended up unfortunately getting hurt. And when I got hurt, just my life wasn't right mentally, right? We all think that success is is going to solve whatever we got as far as like our background issues, like how you were raised as a child. And I just had a lot of unresolved issues, which for me was all anger. And it cost me a lot in my life, man. So back in 2017, actually, I ended up going to jail for 63 days for a domestic violence charge. Found out that my girlfriend at the time was cheating, lost my cool, and the shit just went downhill, really. And that was where, for me, hitting rock bottom, you know what I mean? Like you go from being a person that everybody respects, and then you get what, for the major mark, like, hey, you putting your hands on a woman. Like, so a lot of people, just kind of fell back off me. And for me, it was like that humbling moment, really to just try to realign and address first and foremost, like where I've been at, my past. I needed to go and address my past, doing the counseling and stuff we don't talk about a lot in our community, right?
To see what activated that feeling that made you think that was cool to put your hands on a woman.
I grew up in a domestic violence house. Okay. So everything that I tried to not end up doing, I ended up emulating exactly what I seen in the household, basically. And what happened in 2017 was the most humbling thing for me, because I had money. Okay. And for me, every time I got in trouble, I had money, so the money was always able to cover whatever my bullshit was.
Right.
And this was the first time that money wasn't going to do it. The severity of the charges and the way they had charged me, I had a $1.2 million bond.
Okay.
So
So you ain't had that much money.
I ain't had that much fucking money. So it got real, and you know, finally 63 days after being in, I was able to bond out, and that was just kind of like getting out and spending all my money just trying to get back home, and being broke now, not having money wasn't gonna be, you know, money wasn't gonna be there. I'm having to file for bankruptcy. I get out. I can't afford to pay my house no more. Can't pay, you know, my nice car, all my shit that I had. I couldn't afford nothing no more.
Right.
And this is where I kind of hit that that moment where I knew I had to do something different. I always been a person that was kind of like, you know, everybody knew me because of the sports background. My dad had been in the real estate industry for about 23 years at the time. So that's where I had already in my life had been consuming this real estate information.
Right.
But this is when I was like, for the first time, I really started really focusing in because I was losing my house.
Right.
So because I was losing my house, I was trying to figure out how I can actually save my house because I had equity in it.
Right.
And for people that don't know what equity is like, yo, I actually I owed $190,000, but my house is worth $300, so I had like $100,000 plus worth of equity that was in there. Well, I didn't know that if you didn't make those payments, that you lose the fucking house and the equity.
Yeah.
So when the bank took my foreclosed on my property, I not only lost all the money that I had been putting and paying down into my house, you know, I lost the house too.
Right.
And it made me want to figure out like ways. It basically made me start trying to figure out ways to reverse engineer and keep that from happening to other people, because I knew that people foreclose every day because life happens.
Right. Absolutely.
And when life happens, you got to be able to figure out ways to kind of like move around and maneuver. And I started doing research, and it's a niche in real estate called wholesaling. And this is dope because a lot of people are going to like this because you don't have to have no money, because I was fucking broke. No credit, because I just filed a bankruptcy trying to save my house. Ended up, you know, and what people don't know about bankruptcy is that like I try to use bankruptcy to save my house, but motherfucker, you got to make payments to once you're in bankruptcy, you still got to make payments. So if you can't make the payments, they're going to take it anyway. So that's how I end up losing my house. And while this whole process was happening, I started realizing that the way you can contact other people that were kind of in that same position that I was in at the time, I could actually put that property under contract and sell it before the actual foreclosure happened. So now I was taking and saving people from messing up their credit, and I was able to get paid in the same token.
Okay. So you was hustling.
I had to hustle. Yeah, so I literally took it's a little loophole, but you don't need a real estate license. You don't have to go to school. So this is what really, like, you know, for people, like your credit, your background, none of that stuff is relevant, because what's really going to be important is just understanding the strategy, because it's really something that like they don't teach us this in school, right? But because of my dad's background, I was able to get access to stuff that was going to really put us in a position that will definitely put me in a position to go make money without having money.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Me and you got something in common, man. We both been locked up for domestic violence before.
Yeah, domestic violence is real, fam.
It definitely is, you know. And to all the youngins out there, man, I don't know what your situation was, but I know I was 19 years old. I was a sophomore in college, you know, playing basketball. College athlete, you feel what I'm saying? You know, when you're a college athlete, it's mandatory that you live on campus. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or unless you got an apartment off of campus, but it's still a college, you know, facility, but it's just off of campus. So, but my college was maybe 35, 45 minutes away from Philly. So we play a school, you know. I decided, fuck it, I'm going to go home. Because I moved out of my mama crib at 18. You feel what I'm saying? I never been back. So I decided I was going to go home. And I get there. I put my key in the door. I go to open the door. All the chain locks was on. What the fuck is going on? Okay, she secured herself in this motherfucker.
This when I was in jail. Yeah.
No, this wasn't when you was in jail.
I was in jail.
No, this was 96. You wasn't in jail.
I went to jail in 96. What month?
No, this was might have been 95. Might have been one of them years. I don't remember quite remember. And you know, I tried to open that door and that chain lock was on, and you know, I ain't think nothing. You open the door, you know, that door opened and there was a nigga in there.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You.
Yeah. It was a nigga in there, man. You know,
What was he doing? What did he look like?
I remember the nigga name. Shout out to Minky. Yeah,
Did he get money?
Yeah, Minky popped my bitch back in the day.
Did he get money or anything?
I don't know if he got money because I ain't checked the pimp. I told him exit the building before I blaze him down. You feel what I'm saying?
How did you feel? You was
I was
enraged?
hurt, man. I was enraged, man. You know, I you know Tyra.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Cheese Mom. You know, I suplexed her on a glass table, man. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, that ain't something I'm proud of, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? I seen that nigga in my crib. I threw an arm over top of my joint, picked up by panties. You know what I mean? That's what it was back then, you know. And unfortunately, I didn't have to do no jail time. I got locked up.
Though.
Yeah, I got locked up, but I got bailed out, you know, the next day. And, you know, she came to court, her and her mom came to court. They dropped all the charges. You feel what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it was just being in the heat of that moment, man. That, you know what I'm saying? You can do one thing in the heat of that moment
y'all was both paying for the crib?
Yeah, no, you know, nigga, you know I was coming home doing armed robberies, nigga. You know what I was doing,
so you
nigga.
paid
Fuck
everything.
is wrong. You know I used
Did
to
you
come
pay
home from
them?
college. We would go on route,
Did you
buck
pay
some
for
shit,
everything
and then
then?
I go, yeah.
Oh, all right.
You feel what I'm saying?
So that was your crib.
Yeah. So, you know, it was ours. We lived together. But,
I'm
you know,
not saying that to get around it. I'm just saying, like, what advice? I'm saying, what message do y'all have for the young people, men of all ages, why this domestic violence ain't cool? What message?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, you gotta learn. You just gotta. I acted out of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Solely off of emotion. You know what I mean? It was an ego thing. It was a man thing. Bitch, you got a nigga in my house.
Mm-hmm. That ego get you every time, fam.
Bitch, is you serious? You like you brought a nigga to the spot? Like, bitch, if you was gonna suck a dick, you couldn't suck a dick out the crib. Like it was just, and it was emotions. It was more of a, I can't believe you. Like,
would the pain be different if it was in the car and not in the house?
Yeah, the pain definitely would have been different.
It wouldn't have been no different for me, fam. I ain't going.
For me, it would have been different because it was just opening that door and seeing a nigga sitting on my couch, man. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Minky. Whatever that nigga name was, yeah, you fuck my bitch, it's cool. You know what I mean? You got one on me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shit, you know, niggas fuck your bitch, man. The bitches get fucked every day, man. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So shout out to Minky. Yeah, you probably one of the few niggas in life that got something up on me. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I acted off emotions. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did something I shouldn't have done. Something that I'm to this day, you know, I'm not proud of. You know, this is not something that, you know, that I'm, you know, I wave my flag. This is something one of the things that I actually regret doing in life. I wish I would have never. I wish I'd have just, okay, bitch, it's cool. Walked out. Do me a favor. Can you turn that off, please? I wish I'd have just said, you know, it's cool. You know, it turned around and walked back out and, you know, got my thoughts together before I reacted, but it was just a wham. It was like, you feel what I'm saying? It just was a reaction. And, you know, it's funny. It's not a laughing matter, but, you know me and Tyra, we joke about it today. She knows she was wrong. I know I was wrong. You know, we live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? And just for me, it was like, it was a fucked up time, you know, because you don't realize, you know, how much you fucked up until you sitting in that cell.
Wow.
You know, when I was sitting in that cell, I said, man, all these women out here, man, I'm a fucking player, man. You feel what I'm saying? I should have said, okay. I should have turned around and said, okay, bitch, you might win some, but you just lost one. You feel what I'm saying? And turned around and walked out and you know, but I didn't. And unfortunately, you know, I caught a domestic violence charge, but I ain't never had to do no time for it because, you know, they dropped the charges.
All right, so as y'all cheated on, do the person, caliber of the person that they cheated on, do that matter?
Nah, I didn't even check the caliber of the person.
Hey, yo, listen, man. I ain't never even told this side of my story, right?
Okay.
So check this, right? So how I got in my situation, because yours was like, yo, I feel that, like in the crib. For me, my shorty was living with me, and at the time, my phone was acting up, so I had to borrow her phone.
Oh, yo, was you borrowing her phone? Because some people say they got to borrow the phone just in case the joint out.
Nah,
let
for
me borrow
real,
your phone,
fam. Like no bullshit. So I had to just borrow her phone just to make a call. I was actually calling AT&T to have them check my joint.
Right.
So I'm using her phone, and damn, I ain't never told nobody this joint, yo. So I'm using her phone, and a text message coming from her cousin Courtney. So I'm like, yo, Am, you know what I'm saying? Like, Courtney just text you. And she come from out the other room on a blaze, like, real quick.
Oh, she came out that bitch like Carl Lewis, huh?
Like, heart rate high. You can just kind of see she was looking uncomfortable. And I was just on the speakerphone, like, kind of just waiting on the you know what I mean? The people, AT&T to come in. But she sat there and was just watching me.
Right.
So I'm like,
something ain't right.
Something ain't, you know what I mean? Like,
and as men, we know when something ain't right.
Yeah.
Just like as women, they know when something ain't right.
So, you know, I you know, I'm like, man, let me go through this phone, man. Like, and it's the unwritten rule, man. Like, you don't go through nobody's phone, man. Like, because if you go through that joint, you gonna see something you don't want to see. Mm-hmm. So I end up opening up the phone, looking at what Courtney had sent first. Like, I'm like, wait a minute,
that ain't Courtney.
This ain't Courtney, yo. I go through the phone and I'm like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, you know, she's sending pictures. Like, I'm seeing nudes and shit. She posing on my furniture and shit. Like,
on the furniture.
She on your couch sending back shots. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, like,
she tooting everything on the. She tooted everything on the
and
couch.
then I go to look and I see the phone number was a Philly number.
And where was you living at?
I'm in North Carolina, fam.
You always living in North Carolina?
I'm in North Carolina.
Where is she from?
She from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Dang,
so
somebody from Philly was blazing her.
And it wasn't just like that. Like, I wish it was just like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I go through the joint. I'm looking. And I'm just scrolling through the shit, and then I peeped to who it was that she was actually fucking messaging. Mm-hmm. And
what year was this?
This was 2017.
Oh shit. Oh.
So this is January 2017, like January 11th. Like, I remember this shit. Yeah. Like certain shit you just don't forget. Mm-hmm. So I'm going through all the joint, and I'm already steaming hot just off the, like, I'm looking at like my shorty like posing and sending nudes and all that. Then like I see something that really even like threw me off was the fact that it was like a Philly number.
And you from Philly?
And I'm like, hold up.
And you know I'm from Philly.
Yeah. And then,
but people can have numbers from anywhere.
Nah, fam, this just wasn't anybody though.
Right.
This was like, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with the ball music and everything. So like,
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. It's only a certain amount of rappers. I know I didn't. Hold on, I didn't blaze her, so I know you ain't talking about me.
Hey yo,
you not saying what I think. Come on, hold up.
I ain't many niggas I listen to from Philly, so you know what I mean. You know.
Wait, who you listen to from Philly?
Hey man.
Do you still listen to him? Whoever it was.
The nigga shit hot, fam. Like, his shit blazing. So you know what I mean. Y'all can do some deductive reasoning and figure out, you know what I mean, how this nigga in Philly. You know what I mean?
Oh, hottest nigga in Philly?
Hottest nigga in Philly, man. And
Meek. Is you talking about Meek, though? Because Meek plays a lot of bitches out here.
Meek fuck my bitch, bro.
Hey, Meek, you out here fucking up households, Meek. Hold it, wait a minute.
Y'all thought I was finished?
Oh, my.
When I blazed on you, bitch.
Oh, nigga, I know that cat. Cause me my soul.
Oh my God, he blazed.
Oh my Lord. Hold on. Meek Millie.
How you know it was him? Is you 100% sure it was Meek blazing your bitch? Is you 100% sure?
Dog, like it took me a minute to listen to my fam music again, dog. I ain't even gonna lie.
But you listen
man.
to it again, it's cool.
I fuck with him, so it shit fire. Yeah. But you know,
you ain't charging him.
Never had nothing with him, like, cause you know, shit.
God.
You know what I mean? That's what you know. That's the game.
Damn.
But
man,
I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up though, which was like really the trigger though. Like what really triggered me though. I was reading some conversations that was like taking place that had like, you know, like it was disrespectful to my child because she was also like keeping my kid while I was doing work.
Right.
So that was like really what triggered me. Like I seen some real major like disrespect when it came to my child. So, you know, it just kind of like, you know, you talk about like, you look at the fact I'm like seeing my girl ass up on in pictures, you know what I mean? Like some shit that I'm like, damn, you ain't even sending this shit to me. Then I'm looking and I see like it's a Philly number. Then I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Out of all the niggas in the world, it's
like, get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Let's hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Damn.
That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy, man.
Damn.
Shit.
And then you know what's fucked up though? Like, so I'm locked up, right? And like a dumbass, I'm still like kind of emotional about Shorty. So I'm like still reaching out and like trying to like talk to her or whatever. And then one of my boys was like, yo, it was like right when I was locked up, it was the CIAA weekend happening.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So CIAA weekend happened and my man hit me, he was like, bruh, she in the section with boy right now. Like, you know, she kicking it with him. I'm in jail. And this is where like it really made me have a mindset shift with like how I even like rock with women like in that level, because like I'm locked up, fucking $1 million+ bond, and she living her life like nothing happened, and still rocking. So you know, like for me, that was something that was important just to kind of get that, you know what I mean?
To make you grasp a sense of, yo, I'm tripping, man. Let me the fuck up, man.
Yep. So I had to eat it, and you know what I'm saying, like. You know,
and like I said, man, ain't nobody immune to that, man. But niggas, women get fucked every day, man, and that's not on you. That's what she chose to do. You can never, you know, be in control of what a woman decide to do. So, you know, for all the guys out there, you know, when you find out a rapper or entertainer or a basketball player or a regular nigga named Minky is fucking your bitch, man. You know what I mean? Listen, man, just take that deep breath, because at the end of the day, yeah, okay, you already lost. Mm-hmm. The loss is already put in. A nigga spiked your bitch like the punch at the party. You feel what I'm saying? So you already lost. You feel what I'm saying? Now don't make it a double loss. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Just by the graces of God, you know, my peoples knew that they was out of fucking pocket like a pistol on a robbery. So they dropped the charges. You feel what I'm saying? But I still was out of pocket. I still was wrong. But they understood that, damn, that was some deep shit what I did. You feel what I'm saying? Obviously, it ain't always the same, because his folks didn't feel like that. She didn't say, damn, I got caught. Damn, I really fucked up. No. She said, damn, I got caught. She took the ass whooping and then powdered the bruises up and still was in VIP. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
A lot of a lot of women is going to be barred. Their men is going to be barred them from getting in the dream chasers section. They can have dreams, but they can't have dreams around dream chasers. So a lot of y'all women out there, I'm sorry, the party's over. When we get back to regular life, y'all not going to be loud in the DC section.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Listen, I'm telling y'all, fellas, man, if you out there, man, take the L, fam. Just take the L, man.
The L, man.
Just take the L, yo. It was not worth it. And then at the end of the day, like, what was the toughest part for me is that, you know, unlike your situation where they was trying to drop charges, Shorty was trying to come at me like she just didn't fucking fuck the ball.
Right.
I'm like, yo. Like, I mean, she was on, like, yo, talking to the DA, everything. It was like she was trying to get me to sit down.
All right, hold on. Keep that thought in mind. Let's go into our next sponsor, brother. Our
next sponsor is, well, you know, listen, let me tell you something. I don't like to talk about this to certain guys because guys like Gilly can't handle it. Manscaped.com. One thing about the Lawnmower 3.0, it became a special friend to me because I used to use razors, and I used to cut my sack. Sometimes I would cut it, get a little drip. You know, it hit the water, you see that red thing hit the ground, you be like, oh shit, and it'd be nipped. You be you know, you shaving, I mean, and then sometimes it grow back hair bumps and all that type of shit when you clean it up down there. Because I I like to take care of my project down there, my stuff down there. And Manscaped, I'm talking about the LED light. You can see everything. So when you hitting it, you can see like you back up, you're like, oh, it's clean. It's like, just imagine having a lawnmower with a light on it and you're doing it at nighttime or whatever you want to do. You cut the light off sometimes. I did cut the light off a couple times. Let me cut the light off when I'm cleaning my.
I heard you had April do your back and she did a whole landing strip all the way down to your ass.
No, she never done that. You were like a living room rug. One thing about, and the thing about it is that you get 20% off, right? You get 20% off on free shipping when using the code MILLION. You see what I'm saying? Use the code MILLION at manscaped.com. You get 20% off. But right now, for limited time, listen, subscribers get 2 free gifts. A Shea travel bag, right? It's $39 value, and a patent high performance what is that? Shifting, what's that called when chafing? Chafing. So you know that once your joint on be all down there, you know what I mean? You look like your nickname was Chafe, but that's another story. You know what I mean? You get the Manscaped boxer briefs, right? This is a perfect package for your perfect package. You know what I mean? I'm not saying nobody perfect package. I'm talking about my perfect package. Okay. I'm not saying that. But listen, get 20% off and free shipping. Use the code MILLION at manscaped.com.
Okay, listen, hold on. This episode is so juicy. I just want you to stay right where you at with it. Let me do this. This episode of Barstool Sports is sponsored by VPN Express VPN, right? Being stuck at home these days, you probably don't think much about the internet privacy on your home network. Shit. Fire up incognito mode on your browser and no one can see what you got going on, right? No, wrong. Even in incognito mode, your online activity can still be traced.
Yep.
Even if you clear your browsing history, your online activity can still be traced. So ExpressVPN, make sure that your ISP, your internet service provider, can't see what sites you visit. It protects your privacy. You feel what I'm saying? So instead of your internet connection being rerouted, and instead of your internet connection showing everything that you're doing is being rerouted through ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your data with the best-in-class encryptions. So your information is always protected. It's important to protect your information, man. It's important to protect all of your information. Use the internet with confidence from your computer, your tablet, or your smartphone. ExpressVPN has you covered on every device. Simply tap one button and you're protected. ExpressVPN is the fastest and most trusted VPN on the market, and it's rated #1 by CNET, Wired, and The Verge, and countless more. So I know too, she got ExpressVPN on all the laptops and tablets that we got in the crib because she chooses to, protect all of our interests. So make sure.
What's Tootie looking at on there?
I don't know. Tootie might be looking at some porn on it. That's why she probably don't want me to double back, and you know what I mean. She might be looking at big black hammers on that joint. Damn. Yeah, I mean porn called BBH, big black hammers.
BC.
So protect your online activity today with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN.com/million, and you can get an extra 3 months for free. You hear me? ExpressVPN.com/millions, and you get the 3 months for free, man. Make sure y'all visit ExpressVPN right now and protect everything that you got going on. Come on, Tony, we got to get back into this, man. This is juicy, man. So you find out that Flamers is flaming your bitch. Meek Millie, god damn, that's a hard one. That's a hard one to smile. That's damn near like you find out Drake.
Man, and when you a fan too, like I'm talking about, like when you a fan, I'm like, damn.
Hold on, you thinking about all the times y'all was in the car, you banging this shit, you driving, she in the front seat, she singing it with you. You like, all that shit just going through your mind. You like, you rotten bitch. Like, you was actually singing his song with his dick as a microphone. Hold up, wait a minute.
Y'all thought I was finished?
Like, damn.
Crazy.
I know that was a hurt piece, man.
Crazy.
And I know, just being a man, I know it was hard keeping your composure. I know that's probably why you went to jail, because it probably was extremely hard to keep your composure. And then you know what make, but listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way around. I don't know if it's your baby mom, I don't know if it's your ex-girlfriend, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this though. You know what makes R&B, and that's a rotten bitch? Because she know you from Philly. Like out of all the niggas you could
blazed you.
fuck, you fuck a nigga from my hometown. Keep it real. That made it hurt even a little bit more.
Yo, come on, you already know.
You seen that 267-215 area code,
dog,
nigga.
Like, I'm like, come on, fam. Like, out of all the motherfucking places, and then it'd be somebody that like, yo, I really respect the music. You know what I mean? Like, fuck with his music. I'm like, damn.
How long did you not listen to Meek?
Nah, I ain't like that, fam. Like, it was for me, real talk. I was like, I charged it to her. You know what I mean?
I'd have cut Meek the fuck off for 2 years. You on a 2 year probation, nigga. You blaze my bitch.
So what if somebody was playing it? Somebody jumped in the car and they playing it.
I'll slap the shit out of him. Turn that shit off, man.
Nah, man.
I don't want to hear nothing that's M right now. He blazed my bitch, man.
Nah, man. I ain't even take it like
You ain't
that,
charged
fam.
it to the game.
Nah,
You still supported him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Still in my top playlist right now. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit,
What's
man.
your favorite song by Meek Mills?
Don't do that.
Hey,
Fuck.
come on. Why you
Don't do
fucking
that.
with me,
Fuck
dog?
that.
Hey, come on, dog. Hey,
His mother, he a rotten ass nigga.
hey, that's fucked up. Hey,
He said, man, that's fucked up.
What's your favorite song?
hey.
So, man, give us some more game about the real estate. Like, let me ask you a question. So say if you're a person, right, and you're not really financially blessed, right, and you want to get into real estate. Say, you might got good credit. How is it a way that you could get into real estate if you don't got money? Is that possible?
100%. See, most people when they think real estate, they think I got to have a real estate license or I got to be a realtor, right? Well, there's this strategy called wholesaling. Really, you don't need to have a real estate license. Don't have to be a realtor. Don't need to have any credit at all because you're not going to be using any credit. And essentially, the whole process of wholesaling is that you're going to find a property owner that needs to sell their house fast, like somebody that might be foreclosed or have a lien on their property. Like maybe somebody's elderly that passed away. We look for like properties that might be distressed or vacant, abandoned properties like that. And we go target the homeowners of these properties that might be out of state, found them like whatever, and we can go put them under contract. Now the deal is like, what we do is we put them under contract. Our contract has some language in it that basically we got a 30-day window that we can shop this contract around.
It's all legal.
All legal, 100% legal. No, like it's only 2 states that have any type of legislation against it, and that just means that you would have to get a license in those states. So Illinois and Oklahoma make you have to have an actual license to assign the contract.
All the other states, you cool.
Everywhere else is free game. And this is what like all the white people been doing this for years, but they ain't teach us this part, right? Mm-hmm. And this is where like it's been a game changer for a lot of people because what's happened is like you got a lot of people now find out, yo, you mean to tell me I can get in real estate without having to have hundreds of thousands of dollars or credit or have to be licensed? Or I don't have to have a college degree, and I can do it virtually. So the dope part about this, y'all, is like I got a training right now called Rona Proof, which I teach people how to do this stuff literally from the crib. So as long as you got a laptop and a cell phone and internet connection, you can make money anywhere in the country. I do trainings every Sunday at 3:00 where I break down the game for how people can actually get started doing the process. But the process is essentially you find these people that either got vacant houses or they about to lose their house or whatever. And we put those properties under contract, and then we sell the contract for more money to a cash buyer. So it's just it's a little hustle. It's like buying a pair of J's for $100, and you know they're gonna be exclusive, and then you sell them to somebody else for $150, and they worth $300+ or whatever.
Okay.
And so the whole idea is we want to go find these properties, and like I teach the strategy how you find these properties, how we find them, how we market them off, and then how we find the cash buyers. Because the reality is, it's a lot of investors out here right now that's looking for properties that they don't want to go out and do all the legwork, the hard work to go find these properties.
You just doing a lot of legwork.
We do all the, well, I'm doing the type work. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to really go out. So we just really from the computer, man. You go through. You just start I'm gonna show you a way like in the systems where we send out a text message to the homeowners. We basically look up all the information on the homeowner. We send them a text message and a call and just ask them if they want to sell their house. And the people that we know that like fit the description of what we want to talk to, we put those properties under contract, and then we go to those cash buyers, those investors that we know in the marketplace looking for these properties. So the crazy part is right now, right, the middle of a pandemic, most people don't know how to make money. But right now, what's happening? You look at the stock market, everybody getting involved in it. Why? Because they're like, oh, it's good deals right now. I can go buy these stocks for the low. Same thing in real estate right now. It's a lot of real estate being impacted. People, you got 30 million people that file for unemployment, right? So you got all these people that's going to not be able to pay their rent, their mortgage, and all this other stuff. So what's gonna happen? We know we got all these people that can't pay that. They shit gonna get behind. They're gonna have to do something.
Right.
So it's gonna be a whole lot of properties that's gonna hit the market based off the fact that people now can't afford to keep their homes, and it's gonna be for like the investors, the people that know their strategy. You can make a bag. Literally right now during this pandemic, my students have already hit over $1 million for 2020.
Let me ask you a question. What's the website?
RonaProof.com, RONA proof.com.
Okay.
And you come there and you telling me if I'm Johnny Nobody, I'm sitting in the crib. I live in
Dubuque, Iowa.
I live in Dubuque, Iowa. I live in
Arizona.
Salt Lake City, Utah. I could get on my computer, go to your program, and it's game time.
So listen, I give a 10-step strategy, and it's 100% free. So the training that I do is free. So I teach people this stuff for free game. I literally teach you how you get started. So if you don't know anything about the real estate game, if you like brand new, don't know shit, I'm gonna tell you from point A to point B. I'm gonna walk you from being a newbie to how you actually can go close a deal and get paid in the training. And this is every Sunday at 3:00. And for anybody that like, here's the crazy part, because people think like, man, I live in New York, I live in whatever. Like, yo, I'm doing deals in Houston, Texas, Baltimore, even in Philly, right? I'm doing deals all over the place virtually. I ain't even having to be there. I'm in North Carolina in the country. But you can do all this stuff virtually. So no matter where you live at, you don't even have to do it in the exact market that you live at. As long as you got a computer, I'm gonna show you guys all the systems and everything else, so you can literally get this bag. And the average wholesale assignment fee, just so when people understand how lucrative this can be, the average wholesale assignment fee is anywhere between $12,000 and $15,000.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
So you do 4 or 5 houses a year?
It's people's salary. The average black male makes $34,000 a year on the Bureau of Labor and Statistics.
How old is they? The person you talking about, the average black male.
So that's just like 30-something years old. That's what the Bureau of Labor and Statistics says, right? So the black woman makes less than that. It's like $31,000 to $29,000. So I'm teaching people how to actually get paid more money than you can slaving for a 9 to 5. So my whole idea is what I want to do is I want to put the entrepreneur back into our community. Like so many of us have been brainwashed into believing like the only way that they can make money is working for somebody else.
Right.
So I'm teaching people how they can get paid on their own. I literally had a student like last week, Derby. She made $103,000 off one deal.
Nigga, I'll be on there Sunday. 3:00.
That's no bullshit. Another young guy.
Fact, I'm calling. I need personal lessons. How much you charge?
Hey yo, another young boy, 21 years old in Atlanta, Greg, made $90,679 in his first deal. And those
Greg happy as shit.
Greg like I fucked around and posted Greg. Greg said, "Hey bro, I still live in East Side Atlanta, so take that shit down, fam." He's like, "Take that down. I can't."
Greg said, "Nigga, I ain't moved yet. You want niggas in my house?
Trying to get
Niggas be climbing in Gregory. Where's that 96,000?
Yeah,
Turn up.
yeah. But like that, those are like the high ones, right? So that's not a normal deal, but that's like an exceptional deal.
Absolutely.
But the average deal size is anywhere between 12 and 15,000. So if you get people that right now struggling to even make ends meet, they looking for the Trump stimulus pack.
Right.
Join my Rona Proof train. I'm gonna stimulate your whole economy with some game that can change your life.
You gonna stimulate their life.
Stimulate your life. That's a fact.
That's some dope shit, man. That's some dope shit.
Now where's that at again?
www.ronaproof.com, RONAPROOF.com. I want to teach people how to get Rona proof. And the reason why I even use that URL, because we know what's relevant right now. So people don't want to go inside somebody's house. I'm showing people how to do all this from the crib.
Right.
So you ain't
So what's the great thing about it is you can still go to work, you can still get your regular income, and then you could come home and hustle.
Yep.
So you ain't
Couple hours a day doing research. This is a research game.
Yep.
Yep.
Listen.
Do you got template contracts on there to show them what type of contract?
Listen, the whole everything. Like, listen, Sunday, y'all, RonaProof.com. Every Sunday, 3:00.
I'm gonna be on there.
When I tell you some craziness, I had a boy live in Jersey, as a matter of fact. Just did a podcast with him the other day. Still work his 9 to 5. He actually makes $85,000 a year at his regular job. He started my training in July of last year. Dude has made $170,000 year to date from July to now. Just closed $50,000 last week in the middle of a pandemic. So this is what I'm telling people right now. Like, you got to be able to adapt with the times.
Absolutely.
Like, everybody sitting here right now looking at Netflix and really bullshitting, where you can be coming out this joint at the end of this pandemic on a different level.
Right.
And I'm trying to level people up, and this is like why I give this for free.
Right.
Like, you know, people like, yo, Tony, what's in it for you? Well, I've been making so much impact in the community that naturally I've been getting back my wins just on like how I've been showing love and just empowering our people. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to really know, like, yo, it's more than what we've been given, like, as far as information. Like, the information has been hidden for so long. So I just wanted to really show, like, yo, it's a way that you can legit go out here, implement some shit that, like, is free. You don't have to have a license. You don't have to have a bunch of money. You don't have to have credit. So you don't have an excuse. And then even with the contract, yo, if you say you put that joint on the contract, because I know somebody like, damn, what if I put it on the contract and I can't get rid of it? You can cancel the contract when, like, everything in the contract and everything is to our benefit. So we got literally a 30-day inspection period that if we can't sell that joint, we can cancel the contract. But before we cancel it, we'll go back to the homeowner and be like, hey, look, based off the numbers that we got it at, those numbers not gonna work. So we're gonna have to renegotiate if you still want to sell it. So now we still got other options other than just canceling the contract. So people got to understand, like, you need to know the game. Like, once you know the game, you got to learn the rules to the game. Then after that, you can't nobody mess with you.
That's what's up. Well, let me ask you a question. So you was in prison for no, you was only there for 63 days.
Jail. I ain't hit prison. I was in jail.
You was at the county.
County.
You was only there for 63 days, so you ain't had no jobs.
Shit, no job, but jail was enough for me though, fam.
Yeah, how did you got to have a job in jail?
You know, Wallow had multiple jobs in jail. I just found out about a job he had that I didn't know.
He lying on me. You ready lie?
Hold on.
Who you talk to now?
I talked to your brother, Troy.
Troy wasn't in jail with me.
Yeah, but Troy did that bit with you, and he put me up on game. He said he called me cuz I ain't never tell nobody this.
He fucking lying on me. I didn't know. He lying. How you going?
Wallow used to make jailhouse liquor.
Man, get the fuck out. I ain't never make.
Yes, you did, nigga.
Man, if you listen, man.
He was a star tender.
Wow.
Nigga was a star tender in jail. You hear me?
You just be lying on me, man.
Nigga, you was a mixologist, nigga, in prison, nigga. Your brother Troy called me and told me for all the gangster niggas you used to make Thug Passion.
You fucking lying, man.
For all the spicy niggas in jail, you know how they got sex on the beach?
Yeah.
That nigga made sex in the cell. He had a drink. His specialty, he had a drink called Laying on the Lawn with Sean.
You fucking lying on me, man.
I'm like, you wasn't a mixologist in jail?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Nigga that make drinks, nigga. You was a
star
bartender up Gratis.
Why would I be making drinks in jail?
You gonna say a lie?
You lying on me?
You gonna sit here and lie?
I had a lot of jobs, but that wasn't one.
Yeah. You ain't never made no Thug Passions and Sex in the Cell.
Sex in the cell.
Laying on the lawn with Sean. That wasn't just
sex on the beach.
No, yeah, but you was making sex in the cell.
No, I don't know what you talking about. I wasn't making no sex in the cell.
Nigga had a joint called Sex in the Cell. That was his specialty too. Yeah, I mean, then the nigga called me last night, right? Talk about, yo, cuz. Now tell me to say some shit. Yeah, I feel good, man. Just got out of the shower, threw some powder on my chest, about to take it down.
Fuck I feel powder on my chest.
I said, what?
I didn't tell you that. I said I'm laying down. I ain't saying that dumb shit.
Nigga said he threw some powder on his chest.
Oh, man.
Like that's some real old school shit.
That's old school as a motherfucker.
That's some old school shit.
Oh, man.
Nigga came home. He wanted to get a job at Starlets in New York, but I told him he was, because I make the drinks, cuz I'm telling you, I go platinum.
I said I wanted to go to Starlets.
I'll be the man if I work at Starlets.
This man keep lying on my
I
jacket.
said, man, I ain't buying no land on the lawns and Sean with Sean at Starlets, you nut ass nigga. Hey, let's get into $1 million worth of game, right? So a girl hit me up. She said, my boyfriend and I have been together for 7 years now. We've been on and off our relationship in the years. We working things out, but now he told me after I asked him that he's not in love with me, but he loves me. I feel like, why be together if you're not in love? Then he keeps saying it to me, reminding me like this is something I want to hear. I don't know what to do, Gilly. What you think? Well, I think when you're in a relationship with a person for, a long period of time, that everybody that's in a relationship for a long period of time is not in love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that in love stem burns out. You feel what I'm saying? You think a person that's been together for 40 years, no, they don't get no butterflies in their stomach no more, none of that shit. Some people that's been together for a long time, they don't even like each other. But they understand that we make it work together. And they understand that, do I really want to start over and see if the grass is green on the other side of the fence when I know it's probably not? So just because a person ain't in love with you and they don't get all googly and the butterflies and sometimes that shit get old, man. Sometimes you got motherfuckers that's in relationships, they wake up and look over at the partner and see him go, and they think, damn, bitch, you're still breathing? Mm-hmm. God didn't take it. When is you gonna take this nigga to sleep? So it's all about, if you got a partner that's sufficient for you, man, and that you can make it happen with, and that you work well with together. In the beginning it's love. Oh, I love you. I'm so in love. Oh, when I see you, my eyes light up. You make my heart break dance. Right, and all that. But after 10, 15 years, it might not necessarily still be you in love. It means, I love you and we together, but bitch, you're irritating. Or nigga, you work on my fucking nerves. You feel what I'm saying? Do I not want to be with you? That ain't the case. I do want to be with you, but I'm just not at that point in time where I'm in love. I just love you. You feel there's a difference between being, oh, I'm deeply in love. Oh, I'm waiting for my woman to come home. Soon as she run through the door, I'm right there. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, in love is a lot of times overrated, man. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, he says he's not in love with me anymore. Well, he probably was in love with you for the first 6 years, and then last year, bitch, you started getting on his nerves. Mm-hmm. And he like, I'm not really in love no more. I love you. I want to be with you. You still my baby. You still my everything. But I'm just, my heart don't beat no faster. I don't get them little knots in my stomach like I used to. And that ain't no knock on him. That's just called getting comfortable and it's just like when you first get somebody, y'all sex game be unbelievable. Mm-hmm. You can get that pussy whenever you want. Y'all live to get with each other and blaze each other, and then after you get years in, shit, you gotta ask for pussy. We ain't getting. You ain't fuck me this week. Yeah, so it don't mean that the woman don't care about you. It just mean that she got comfortable. It don't mean that the man don't care about you. It don't mean that he don't love you. It just mean that he got comfortable. And sometimes comfortability is the worst ability. Do that make sense?
That's a fact.
Do that make sense?
No.
Oh, it don't. But y'all understand what I'm saying and shit. Sometimes I make shit up, but y'all still be understanding what I'm saying. So, in love, he's not in love with me no more. Some women feel like, oh, a guy cheated, he don't love me no more. Or a woman cheated, oh, they don't love me no more. No, niggas love God and sin all the time.
Talk to me.
So that don't mean a person
sex
don't.
got anything to do with love?
Yeah, no.
So if you go have sex with somebody right now, you love them?
No, not on that. I'm talking about in the household.
Yeah, in the household, but I'm talking about like a lot of people try to.
You saying if you go outside the household?
No,
that was lust.
You're not even in the household.
Like what his woman went through was lust. Wasn't love. She never got a chance for Meek to love her. The other nigga never got a chance. Minky never got a chance for her to love her. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't based off love. It was based off lust and something they wanted to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, what's your favorite Meek album out of all the albums?
Bro, you wild.
You
wild as fuck. Hey, look, I fuck with Dreams and Nightmares, man.
Brother, he a real nigga for answering that.
I fuck with him, man.
A lot of dudes would have been like, you know what I mean?
A lot of niggas would have been trying to.
I heard you
shoot Meek Phantom the fuck up.
I heard you threatening the boy Minky too. I heard you was driving around his way gritting.
Nah, never. Nigga. First, I could have blazed him right there. He was scared to death.
Hey,
that nigga was scared to death when I came through that door. He knew I was back then. He knew I was that nigga.
He was a nut ass nigga. But go ahead.
That nigga was like, I told nigga, get the fuck out of here. That nigga, you talk about.
Did you cry? Was your eyes watery? Was your eyes a little watery? Like you was so hurt?
You know when I get mad, my eyes get like that. You know I could be. Hurt. Nigga, was I hurt? Nigga, I did the bitch like Iron Sheik, man.
Did it smell like sex in the house?
No. He was sitting on the couch.
That don't mean fuck. The couch that's the startup.
No. He
that's
was
the action pack.
No, he was see. At the end of the day, I knew when she got off work. I knew what time she got home and all that. So I was on the tip of like surprise, and I was the nigga that was surprised.
You was like
surprise.
You hit the door. You like shaking the door.
Bitch had 11.
How long you had to shake the door?
Bitch had 11 chain locks.
How long you had to shake the
my
door?
key opened the door, but the door said boom. It went this. Look, what the fuck is going on? Bitch got 11 chain locks.
How long did it take it to open the door?
It took her a little second.
Oh shit!
You know, it wasn't too long though. It was like I seen him when I opened the door. I seen her sitting on the couch. I'm like, yo, open the fucking door. Like, what the fuck is all these locks on the door? Then it was Main Man was right up
Ricky
in there.
Blazer.
Yeah, Ricky Blazer, the donut glazer. He was right in
What
there.
you ready to say, Tom?
I was like, for me, man, what's real crazy is like, just keeping it like a G. As men, though, right? We can go and do what we want to do. We go do our thing. We can fuck 100 chicks. You know what I mean? But one nigga fuck with your joint, it's over. It just feel like you done completely been violated.
I feel like a nigga stuck a fucking steak knife through your heart.
Yeah, it's like, and that was for me, cause like I ain't gonna act like I've been innocent, like I ain't do my own.
Cause you was blitzing bitches like it was 4 inches, huh? Hey, just like Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas in the news right now. Earl Thomas must have been at an Airbnb. Shout out to Earl Thomas, man. Great fucking safety, man. One of the best safeties that ever played the game. But I just seen in the news, he must have been at an Airbnb blitzing bitches like it was 4 inches, ball on the goal line, and this woman must have had a goddamn a tracking device on him. She pulled up with the strap. They said that nigga Earl ran a 3.940. He got the fuck out of here.
What do you do if your woman catch you with another woman?
You run. You do what me and Earl did.
Do you jump out of windows? You run?
You get the fuck away. You live to see another day. You gotta let that calm down because Earl bitch was going blazing.
Yeah, she
ain't no rap. She was going.
She started shooting. Did she start shooting?
No, but
she ain't shoot, but she had a strap.
Because Earl, I just told you Earl ran a 3.940. He broke the fucking record. You hear me? She was gonna blow Earl's fucking kneecap off, and Earl and his career was gonna be over because your nigga hit your kneecap. It's gonna take at least 4 years to just learn how to walk. You feel what I'm saying? So, Earl did the right thing. He ran that 3.940, got the fuck out of there, called her from where he was at. He apologized, he made sure she put that pistol away before he came home. You know what I mean? But like when I got caught, what I do when she came to the door?
You ran.
I got the fuck out of there. Yeah, I mean, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Is it different levels of women that you gotta assess the danger of when things go wrong? Like the ones that threaten you. Some of them will threaten you in the relationship, but let you know, I'll kill you, right?
I'm keeping all the way real.
Like
April got a pistol, so she'll put that strap in your life, and then it's like you can't do nothing. Like you could walk in and your woman could do whatever she want and you wouldn't be able to do nothing. Nigga, you don't get off a road of 2048.
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh, so
no, I ain't saying I'm gonna activate my hand. I ain't done that.
Fuck you, mean they ain't got nothing to do with it. Fuck you.
Let us see another day.
Let us see another day, family.
You heard my man told me.
Hey.
Yeah, you gotta just deal with that.
Right.
I mean,
because I done heard April tell you plenty of times, don't make me get them peoples in your life.
She ain't say that.
Yeah, she did. April told you. She'll send you the fuck, don't make me get them peoples in your life. You hear me? Let's talk about, and this is something he's talking about. Hustlers hustling.
Let me break that down. I'm glad you said that. Everybody is on Instagram. I get the bag. I'm the trapper of the year. I do this. I do that. I do this. I do that. Stop saying that if you can't sell diarrhea ass to a toilet while he's on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Diarrhea. I'm talking about everybody quick to say that. A lot of things that we do, they hustle themselves. Like, dudes just be in jail. I'm a hustler. No, you're not. Drugs sell itself. Like when you're not here, drugs still sell.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That still sell. Mm-hmm. Hustling is to be able to have the ability to have somebody buy something that they're not looking for.
Right.
And a lot of people can't do that. Right now is a great time to be creative. Look at your house. Look at everything in your house. There's something in your house that you probably could, I'm not saying your personal stuff, but it's something that a product that people buy all the time. Look into that. Don't look into what everybody else doing, because we good with like, oh, Tony doing that, oh, Gil doing that. Let me jump on that. Let me try. Just because it's pop for them don't mean it's the pop for you.
Right.
Because different people sell things. Personality sells more just as products. They sell just as much. And some people got the personality to make shit move, whereas though you had just as good of a product, but you don't have the personality to package it around. So when you talking about hustlers hustle, like if you're a hustler out there, hustle then. I'm talking about you a hustler. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. You out there begging motherfuckers or asking somebody for something or needing somebody to do this, that, and the third. No, a hustler gonna find a way. They're gonna make it happen, and it's just like that.
Yo, that's real though, because a lot of people that I watch right now, like they think that they got to have their life all the way together before they can, you know what I mean, start doing something. Man, I when I got out, I ain't have shit. So it was all hustle. Like how you get from, you know, bankrupt, no money, no car, no nothing, to being able to build yourself up to where people recognize you. And that's where I really try to be super transparent. I use my platform with extreme transparency because I want people to know, like, yo, it don't matter. Your shit don't have to be perfect.
Right.
Like life don't have to be perfect. You're gonna go through some shit. It might not be what you anticipated it being, but never give up.
Right.
Like my persistence is like what's really changed the game for me. Not feeling bad for myself. So many people go through shit right now. Everybody getting hit with this COVID-19. Everybody feeling bad for themselves.
Right.
I'm like, yo, the people that you got, like the people that really take this opportunity to go and say, hey, let me get my hustle. Let me go out here and figure out a way to get paid while all this is going on and really not be, you know, sitting at home just bullshitting, because everybody right now, you know, social media at an all-time high. My followers in the last month, I went up like 35,000 followers. Why?
Right.
Everybody bored. You know what I mean? So they rather scroll, do all the bullshit, fucking around, instead of really going out here and getting paid and doing stuff that's going to help them get paid. Like everybody right now should be trying to find a craft or something that they can do and implement that's going to help them do it, and not look at, oh, poor me. Right. Because for me, yo, that's what I said. I said I wasn't gonna be no victim. Right. I wasn't even gonna let nobody look at me and say, hey, yo, he been through this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna fuck that.
The victim route is real easy for everybody. Oh, me. Oh, this happened. Oh, this. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Make it happen.
Right. Yep. Yep. And when people see that though, for real, like even your story, man, it resonate with me heavy, because you know, when you get on social media, like people can judge you for everything that you've been through, right? You go to jail, you got all, you know, all your background shit going on. People can be like, nah, we're not messing with bruh because he got this, and that's a self-limiting belief that a lot of people give themselves that keep them from going to do shit. Right. Like for me, getting online, like my biggest following is women. Right. Like so, imagine me coming out here. Like my first thing I was thinking, like before I got started, was like, yo, these women gonna eat me up. They gonna not fuck with me because I done fucked up.
But you owned it,
and I owned it though. And not only did I own it, I made it my story that I share openly, so people can now use that as like, yo, you know what? I've been through something different. Right. I've been through something similar, and I can now use that to know that I ain't got to be, you know, labeled and give up on myself because I done went through some shit.
Right, because there's a lot of rappers out here blazing niggas bitches, man.
Shout out to Meek Mill, man.
Meek Millie. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's a lot of regular niggas blazing niggas bitches. Shout out to Minky. Yeah, I mean, blazing my bitch back in the day. You know what I mean? But when I got hot, I doubled back and fucked his mom, so we even now. Yeah, I mean, I blazed the shit out of his mom, so we even. No, I'm just. But listen, man, let's get into stories from the cell.
Stories from the cell. Now, stories from the cell is brought to you by Love. You know what's crazy? I found my way. I was a professional pen paler in jail. I used to be on the websites and all that dumb shit. I'll be straight up with you, because you know they used to have the joints where you used to meetatma.com. You throw a picture on there. Now you take a little picture. You get you have your nice browns on and all that. And listen, man, I ain't gonna hold you, man.
You came up on that 63-year-old. That's how you met her, huh?
No, not that. You be listen.
That's what you gave her. She seen you all in your browns looking all. You talk some shit to her.
Listen, man.
What'd you tell her? Listen. When I was knee high to a butterfly, baby, I always wanted the old head like you. What you tell her? What you tell her?
Me and another homeboy from across the pound, come to find out we talking in the yard one time. So I'm all feeling this one babe. She was from like Kansas or somewhere, right? Sent you pictures and all this stuff. I'm feeling this one babe. I'm like, yeah, man, I got me a nice piece, man. I'm chilling, man.
Let me just say this, just for the record. If you on dataprisoner.com, you a lonely bitch.
So listen.
You the loneliest bitch in the world.
So listen.
You's a loser.
So I'm on the joint, right?
Fuck is wrong
I'm in the yard. I got some pictures of it, right? So I'm sure I'm like, yeah, this is my piece. I peeled off the joint, right? Bitch could go on Christian mingles, Muslim mingles. Bitch could go on 1,000 websites. She on dataprisoner.com. Listen. Date wallow raggedy ass who got 17 more years left. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm the type of motherfucker where it's though. I'm in jail, man. I'm lonely. I'm like, damn, man, it's my baby right here. Right? I never met her in my life. I never even talked to her on the phone. We just writing all the time. We write 1,000 letters to each other, right? So listen, I ain't gonna lie. My one homie from a pound, we in the yard one day. He told me, yeah, man, the joint me the inmate.com. That joint popping, man. I'm like, yeah. I came up, I got to pull my peoples from off there, right? I'm claiming it anything. This is my peoples, my bitch. I show him the joint one time. He look at me like, Kansas City? I'm like, yeah, how you know? What you know, a girl?
She done had every president.
Listen, he like, be in the yard tonight. I'm like, yo, I come out this and third. He like, no, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the game. He come out, bring a stack of letters, all the pictures. the same letters, the same pictures. I'm like, my joint was like, man, yeah, they ain't about nothing fucking, man. That was one of the joints I had to go sit on the bench, man, because I'm like, damn, I got a situation. I'm cool.
I heard you got a domestic violence joint prison. That's when you beat him the fuck up in the cell.
No, he wasn't my cellie. But it was just like.
Yeah, but you took him in the cell and did him.
It was
you fucking with my bitch.
No, we talking about hustling, right? It was people, right? It was people that was smart enough, and this was back like in the 90s. This is when that shit was popping. It was people that was smart enough, right, to create websites for people to get on, whereas though you could put your picture on there. So say anybody was doing this, these was people homes that was doing it from the home. Like they had set up a domain, meet an inmate, this inmate something.com, connect with an inmate connections, and they had put that on, get a URL, set up the site, and you'll send them. They'll send you a one sheet. It'll be sometime they had little with some brochures, or they had one sheets where it tell you fill out the information, you send your money, you attach your little letter, your little spill, or whatever you was doing.
So you was fucking up commissary money on that.
And you send like $25 for like.
So I sent you some commissary and you brought a brochure of a bitch.
They had like $15 for 6 months, right? $25 for a year.
Nigga called me up, I ain't talk to you, I ain't no money on my phone. Yeah, because you keep fucking buying brochures. Nigga got 1,100 brochures.
Listen,
oh, my bitches, I'm a player.
I ain't peeped my old head, right? It was this boy that used to be in the yard, right? I mean, Latino boy with all that Ricky
Martin.
Rico Sway, yeah, like that type boy. He always in the yard with his shirt off. Old head, he pay him some, yo, man, listen, take a picture for me, man. When you go out of the gym, I'm going to pay you. He said, all right, cool. Take the picture. He sent that picture as him. So he on the page, he killing them.
He lying, he did that shit.
No, I ain't do that.
He sent the picture out.
I ain't do that.
He sent the picture of Ricky Martin acting like it was you, huh?
No, listen, he write it
That's some spicy shit,
he killing
too.
him, but listen, man, right at prisoner.com, that saved a lot of lives in jail, man. Prison pen pal. A lot of these women that's listening, they was pen pals before, but somebody just hooked them up. That's all. They can front.
Before we get out of here, I just got one question. Have you ever like got past the picture of like somebody, baby mom, yo, I'm about to leave, and they can pass your picture?
I got past pictures of dudes' moms.
Okay, hold on. Did you ever like, you know, you jerked off to them? You know, you squeezed
No,
off
I ain't
to
do
them?
that. I ain't do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did.
Did you ever come home and see one of them like, yeah, I had you in prison?
No, I told you I did that with like chicks. You listen,
like you ever see like, yo, hey, Wallow, I fucked you in prison.
No, listen.
Bitch, I baked you plenty of times.
No, I told you, IG chicks.
I hit the ceiling with you, bitch. No, I'm talking about regular bitches. Like, you know how a nigga leave, he might give you his pictures. Take these pictures, man.
No, a lot of times it be regular. They give you the IG Jones, like, cause you know IG Jones was popping in my, like when they had
Dog,
the picture.
you was in the jail since the fucking 90s, bro.
No, but at the end, that's when it really was popping. Them Jones was the best pictures that was coming through. You get all the IG chicks, the booty girls on Instagram. You just be like, yeah, this is my girl. And then you'll come home, like, but you had them and you had chicks from your city. So it'll be chicks from
That's
your
what I'm
city.
saying. Told you ever see a chick from your city? It's like, yeah,
I told you, yeah.
I hit that in prison.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you really count it like, yeah, I fucked you already?
It is a fucking count. That's a body count. I ain't gonna. I mean, anytime I'm able to have a happy ending, that's a count. That's on my jacket. Fuck is the matter with you?
Hey, listen, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week, making us the #1 podcast,
#1
music podcast in the country. Listen, man, I got my nigga Tony Robinson right here.
Check him out.
Make
Tell him
sure
where to check you
Sunday,
out.
3 o'clock. Man, I'm definitely tapping in because I'm about to get a couple.
RonaProof.com.
I'm about to get a couple properties. 3 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in because I'm about to sell a couple properties from the crib. You know what I mean? Rona proof. Yeah, man. All I need is the game. All you gotta do is put the game on me, and I'm gonna activate the game.
Yeah,
You telling me, Greg and all these niggas done made 96,000 from the crib? Oh, I only need 96. I'll take a dub. I'll take 16. I'll take the 30s. I'll leave the 96s and all that to Greg. Shout out to Greg and all them. Yeah, listen, I'll take the 50. I'll take the small ones. I don't need the 96 ones. The 96 one pop up on me, I'll take that
cool.
motherfucker.
The 118.
The 118 and all that.
73,
shit,
42.
If you can hustle and you can make some money from the crib and a person going to give you knowledge
RonaProof.com.
that's all free. He going to give you game, guidance, attention, motivation, and education that's all free.
On the strength, you better sign up.
You better sign up. You feel what I'm saying? 3 o'clock, Rona.com.
Hey, Sunday.
RonaProof.com.
RonaProof.com.
3 p.m.
RonaProof.com. 3 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time,
Tap in
y'all.
with my man Tony Robinson. As you know, he don't hold no grudges. Shout out to Meek. You know, he still bump your shit. Shout out to Minka. We even. I fucked your mom. So we even. And, you know, we appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week. I go by the name of Gilly the King.
I'm Wallow 267.
It's my man Tony Robinson.
Check in.
And it's just like that.
Right.